It's a kiosk. It's a kiosk that tests patients for their anticoagulation levels.
In this event, we are bringing together our teams of students with some of the government leaders and some investors to provide to our team some feedback about where government regulation is moving, where reimbursement is moving for medical services, and how that affects what our teams are doing.
Our Breezy solution is a simple device that has two main goals. It's there to encourage patients to keep a healthy lifestyle, and it's also there to warn them when exacerbation is on the way. It's a set of clever inhalers which are very familiar to patients. They don't have to adjust their daily routine, and it's part of normal prescribing workflow for physicians as well, except they're loaded with smarts.
Our analysis has shown that it's a $14 billion market by preventing these hospitalizations. Research has also shown that there is a window of opportunity of 1 to 3 days in which, if these exacerbations, the tiny signs are caught early enough, we could prevent these exacerbations from coming in.
That's the challenge for an investor when there's so much uncertainty of what are the key milestones for the company to achieve. It's extremely risky. But the good news, I think you're going in the right direction and you're clearly asking the right questions.
And the bottom line is, will there be anyone who will be willing to pay for the products or services that these teams are going to develop?
I think what investors want to see, and this isn't, it's sort of frustrating because all these things are really cool solutions, but as investors we want to say, okay, yeah, what does the FDA need and who's going to pay for it?
The big challenges we face when we try to think about which of these technologies we want to try to take out, particularly into we're focusing right now on Medi-Cal managed care plans, county health systems, and other large safety net providers, is where there really is a great value proposition for the payer.
All of a sudden, the decision making is now going to be on the frontline providers who are taking some responsibility for the care of patients. And if you can actually prove benefit and value to them, then all of a sudden, you have a whole new world of customers.
It's great to see our students be at a point where they can present their ideas. They are extremely polished, very confident.
The solution is, if the kids can't go to the dentist, let's bring the dentist to the kids. And so it's to do portable dental clinics in underserved schools. And so this is an example of a portable chair. A unit like this costs about $25,000 and includes a digital x-ray machine, a folding chair, a compressor, and all of the things that you could do in a dentist's office.
2/3 of the parents said that they would give permission for dentists to see their kids in school, and 78% of parents with Medi-Cal, which is really the target population, said yes. So there is parental enthusiasm. And investors really like this idea as well. So depending on how you define the market, it's a $3 to $10 billion opportunity in pediatric Medicaid alone in the U.S.
I'm thinking, who are the guys that are going to be in there, and how are they going to get paid? I'm not quite sure, but I know there's this huge population of dentists that are either near retirement or scaling down their practices who want to do this.
The model actually allows you to basically pay a dentist what they would get paid in private practice.
It's good to see our students have the opportunity to ask their questions, get some advice from some of the leaders in the healthcare industry.
I think this fog of war around the business model is the big takeaway. And when we talk about, one of the things I loved in a lot of the presentations where people were talking about the market opportunity as how much money could be saved by taking better care of people. There's a $14 billion opportunity if we can actually just help take better. I love that. I love that language, like infecting the PowerPoints. But we have to help investors and entrepreneurs see a clear path to access the $14 billion.
I feel really, really optimistic that a personality like Todd Park is talking to Sachin Singh and Sachin Jain, and thinking about this problem in the right way, which is how do we remove the barriers to the business model barriers to getting innovation up and running, so that investors will put the cash in.
It was great, really terrific, wonderful to have the DC guys here to put them on the hot seat a little bit.
Fantastic. I mean, the whole point of this program was to get into a setting where bright, young, passionate, motivated folks can talk to both policymakers and investors, and this is a home run. I mean, we need to be at this stage of innovation.